In part 2 of this series, we'll be going over clipping planes. So right now I have the cluster of objects pulled up with all 4 views visible. We'll start in perspective. Type clipping plane into the command bar. It'll give you this prompt. However, you can just click and drag anywhere on your C-plane. It really doesn't matter how big or how small your clipping plane is. It also doesn't matter if it intersects with the object itself, but I just like to keep it off to the side. All right, so right now the default orientation of the clipping plane, it's always up. And so right now it's not visible in top view. To make it visible, go under the Properties panel, click on Clipping Plane, and check Top. Now that it's visible, we'll just drag the clipping plane in the Z direction and kind of scrub through so you can see how it works. In creating line work for a traditional plan drawing, you'll be working in top view. And that is typically 3 feet from the ground. So let's type in the command ProjectToCPlane. It'll prompt us to delete input objects, say yes, and then click the blue arrow, type in 3 feet, and then we can go over to top view, click and drag right to left, or right to left, so all your objects are selected. Type make 2D and OK. All right, so we have our line work. If we go over to the Layers tab, you'll see that this sublayer was created called Clipping Plane Intersections. That will be like your thickest line weight in order to show where you cut through on your model. All right, just gonna drag this, drag this out of the way. Now let's rotate the clipping plane to make a section. Using the gumball tool, you can hold Shift to rotate it at perfectly 90-degree angle. In making sections, you'll be working in like front view, which we have pulled up, right view, back view, left view. If you wanted to change to one of those views, just click on the drop-down menu, set view, and let's do back. And once again, the clipping plane is not visible in front and back view. So go under the Properties panel, Clipping Plane, turn those on. You can see right now, as I scrub through, so right here, this would be a good section to show how all 3 objects intersect. Another option under the C-plane menu is flip direction, and since we have back view pulled up, you can see how those opposite views relate to one another. Okay, so we'll go in front view, click and drag right to left, type in make 2D to get our line work, click OK. Actually, I only keep maintain source layers on when creating sections. We can go under layers, turn off curves so that you can see the line work from the clipping plane. And once again, this would be like your thickest line weight. So before bringing this into Illustrator, I would create a new layer saying like outline. All right, we will jump over to our final video in Rhino, where I'll go over how you export your line work and in order to bring it into Illustrator.